Hey you guys! So today I'm going to come on here. I tried to come on earlier, but my live video was really messed up. I don't know if anybody caught it, but I was like talking backwards fast. I don't know. Anyway, my topic for today is I'm going to be talking to you guys about 3 ways that you can cultivate self-love. So self-love is a lifelong journey of being able to truly love ourselves and mind, body, spirit, all the things. It takes a lot of dedication, a lot of effort, and a whole lot of, you guessed it, love. So I'm just going to go over 3 quick ways that we can start to cultivate self-love for ourselves, which is going to allow us to show up in our life in ways that we couldn't before. So first things first, stop comparing yourself to others. So comparing yourself to others is a sure way to have less self-love and less self-esteem. And without those things, we don't have self-love for ourselves if we're not confident and have that self-esteem. So, hey Marissa. So social media makes it really easy for us to compare ourselves to others, because what a lot of people show themselves on social media is their perfect versions of themselves. Not very often are people raw and unfiltered and showing their true self, right? So life online looks flawless, it looks perfect, and let's face it, that's not very realistic, right? So a couple tips that we can do to be able to, hey Laura, to be able to kind of like take ourselves out of that space of comparing ourselves to others is to maybe notice your feelings. Like notice your body sensations and your feelings that come up when you're scrolling through Facebook. And if you notice yourself really starting to judge yourself for like, oh, I'm not as pretty as she is, or oh, look at all the success she has. If you don't feel inspired, empowered, and like uplifted by a person's social media, then maybe you don't need them on your feed, right? So maybe just it's getting rid of the negativity, right? So if you have that gut feeling of, you know what, this person makes me feel unworthy, this person makes me feel like I'm not good enough, then maybe it's time to not see their stuff. Unfollow. So that's my first tip. My second tip is to love yourself now, not later. And this one's a huge one for me, especially because I went through this journey of not loving myself until I was at a certain personal goal, and it did not serve me well. So not waiting for whatever, sorry, I forgot to turn notifications off. So not waiting for your personal goal in order to love yourself. So not waiting till you've lost the weight, not waiting till you've finished school, not waiting till you've achieved this level of whatever it is, right? So learning to love yourself in the skin that you're in the body that you're in, the body that you are given. And the interesting thing that happens, you guys, is when you start to learn the love for yourself, then it makes your goals happen that much quicker. So if you're able to have that self-love, confidence, self-esteem, all that good stuff going for you, it's actually going to make it a heck of a lot easier to be able to reach your goals and pursue your dreams and all those things. So that's my second tip. Third tip is going to be to get to know yourself through self-reflection. So my thing that I want you guys to think about is knowing that to get to know yourself through self-reflection is that a way to look at it is to think of that you love your friends and you love your family, right? Like you have a deep love for those people in your life that you care about the most. And so what you have to kind of change your mindset to is thinking of yourself as a loved one, thinking of yourself as someone that you want to share that same love with yourself that you do with all of those people around you that you pour so much of yourself into. And I know someone mentioned actually in a chat I was doing last night in my imperfectly perfect group that we talked about how you can't fill other people's cups if your cup isn't filled first. And so I think that's so important. So there's a lot of different practices a person can do in order to kind of have that self reflection piece through journaling, affirmations, gratitudes, all those good things. That's going to allow us to reflect on who we are and what we're grateful for. So those were my 3 tips. There's lots more we could talk about, absolutely. Like, I think this is just a tip of the iceberg on self-love and how to kind of cultivate self-love in your life. So I do have a free community called Imperfectly Perfect You. You're welcome to search it on Facebook and send yourself an invite, and we can add you in there. It's a group of women where we empower and uplift each other to love our imperfectly perfect selves. And I also am, this is kind of my first time I've kind of said it out loud, but I've been working on a program specifically for women struggling with self-love issues, body image issues, and it's called Find Your Magic. It's a journey to self-love through journaling. So it's going to be an 8-week program where we do live meetups. We're doing weekly journal prompts, meditations, yoga practices, all the things, you guys. And I have had so much fun creating it. I've poured my heart into it. And if you are in my Imperfectly Perfect group, you're going to get half off pricing. So be sure to be in that group if you're not, if that's something that maybe you can benefit from, because it's going to launch end of August, and it's going to be magical. I'm so excited. So yeah. Be sure to add yourself to that group if that's something that you think would serve you, and keep your eyes peeled for my program that will be launching end of August. So thank you guys, and we will talk to you next time. Bye.